Christmas in the past.
Good morning, guys. We're back in the studio. It is I, Crypto Otaku, back again to give you guys more chaos and crypto news. How's it going? Milk Money here first. How's it going, Milk Money? Good morning, everyone. Hope you got enough coffee. I should have made another one. It's going to be one of those days, guys. One of those days. Getting some work done here at the studio. You can see I'm back, guys. I'm so happy to be back in the secret hideout. Good morning, Otaku. Welcome back, Crypto JPEG. Yes, back to the normal chaos from the secret hideout. We're here, guys. We're here. I can't wait to get this freaking room done, guys. I need some normalcy in my life. Happy Monday. Feels like it's been forever. It has been forever. Like 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. But we're back. Clifford Bushman, how's it going this morning, Cliff? How's it going? Joy also in the house. How's it going? Good morning. Listening from you at work. Love and support from Florida. Ooh, one of my favorite places on earth, guys, Florida. I'm part of the Rob's Patreon family. Nice to have you on board, Joy. J Money, and of course, guys, if you haven't following Rob over at Crypto Futures, my favorite Canadian on earth, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing with your life? I don't know. I don't know how to help you, but get yourself over there. Click the link down below in the description, and yeah, he'll hook you up with some of the crazy gems that he's popping off over there. I love to participate with you guys and your family. Connor also, yes. How's it going, Connor? How's it going, Jim Deringer? Are you guys ready for the cowbell? Let's freaking go. We got like 8 minutes, guys. We got 8 minutes or less. But yeah, I want to talk about a little bit about what's going on in the markets this morning. Obviously, if you guys have been sleeping under a rock, Iran has been bombed by the U.S. Let's get this show going. All right, if I click on the right thing. One of the buttons is not like the other. All right, guys. All right, so Bitcoin holding on pretty strong now after a quick retrace down to 97.8, 98, depending on what you were looking at, what chart, what exchange. It looked kind of more dramatic than it really has been. The markets actually fell to just about 3 trillion flat, now up to about 3.1 trillion. So yeah, the markets have again kind of already starting to see a recovery this morning. As of last night, really. Yeah, I'm sure your portfolios feel a little better as of 9 a.m. this morning. Okay, guys, let's see what else we can dig up before they get going over there in Bloomberg. Wait for the opening bell. We got about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Who they have on right now? Who the hell do they have on? Let's take a look.
All about oil when trying to calibrate how the equity market might react to these events?
I think on a direct basis, it really does come down to energy prices. And just to kind of put a broad, kind of guideline on this, Jay Powell testified in Congress a few years ago, right around the time of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, that a $10 increase.
All right, I want to skip the history lesson real quick, but I guess just to fill you in on that, since I have been listening to the open, the pre-market open over at Bloomberg, the oil prices right now haven't really changed much since Friday. So it's looking like it's okay in the pre-market, although they're looking to shut down basically the main route out of Iran that supplies 20% of the entire world. What the freaking hell, guys?
What are you, stupid?
Yeah, that could shake up things here in the States. As I don't know if you guys noticed, but the prices for gas have gone up quite a bit over the weekend, especially during my trip, man. On my way back, I paid $3.65 at one of the turnpikes just to get the hell going again. U.S. national debt sitting at $37 trillion, guys. We crossed that threshold right before we left last week. Yeah, we're keep on going. This train does not stop, guys. This is why we invest in crypto assets like Bitcoin. All right, let's take a look at the headlines real quick. We got about 2 minutes. No, we got 4. We got 4 minutes. We got time. Let's take a look at CNBC, TradFi, headlines, anything breaking. So hot topics, nothing really there. Trump's Iran moment, oil in play, all this crazy stuff, war-ridden news right now. Trump's decision to strike Iran nuclear sites help rid world of grave threat. So we think. I mean, all it takes is for one of their allies to just hand them a nuke anytime. Portnoy fumes over controversial Taylor Swift tax menacing. What the hell? Frickin' Dave Portnoy. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? America headed for economic heart attack on government debt. Warren's billionaire. I think that's Ray Dalio. I think I heard about that over the weekend. Yep. So if you guys haven't caught that, Ray Dalio's out there again. As we crossed 37 trillion. I love it. I thrive in this environment. So let's freaking go, guys.
I'd buy that for $1.
Okay. Hopefully you guys bought some of this dip. We're going to get into that too when we get done with the open. The market open happens in about 3 minutes. Let me check back with the chat real quick. I think we have just enough time for that. And then, we're going to get into the open bell. How's it going, Jim? What do you got this morning? King Dollar is angry that everyone tried to short the hell out of it, apparently. Seriously, man. No one's buying our U.S. bonds. What are we looking at for the Dixie this morning? Let's take a look. There's crypto fear and greed not loading, apparently, this morning. Okay, I'll check back with that later. But, the Dixie. The Dixie, that's what I'm here for. Let's look at the Dixie. Come on, load. 99.27 after the U.S. bombs Iran. Just a hair under 100. Will we get back to 100? I don't think so. I think those days are numbered for this year, and they're pretty much over. Still on a beautiful downward trend on the year-to-date for the Dixie. Where are we at here? Good morning, Ari. How's it going? Good morning, Otaku. Thank you. Good morning as well. Hopefully you guys got enough coffee. I remind you guys, you're going to need it. It's going to be one of those days. One of those days. There we go. Nothing like a good cup of Joe in the morning to get the chaos started. Good morning, Chaos family. Yes, amazing coins for you. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. We're getting this show started. We have about a minute left, I think. A couple minutes. All right, let's check some more headlines over in CNBC real quick. I always love to have a little extra time in the morning. Major U.S. health issuers say that they will streamline controversial process for approving care. What in the world is that? That's my healthcare provider too. What else we have? Jim Cramer's top 10 things to watch in the stock market. Yeah, screw you, Jim. Why markets aren't selling off. Okay, that's a good one. On the attack on Iran. Is that Sailor there? There you go. Freaking Sailor on almost the front page. Almost the front page.
I'd buy that for $1.
They just bought only about 250 Bitcoin for this morning. Again, they didn't do a huge, massive buy-in this morning because they're getting it from the yield. They're making their purchases off the yield from Strife and Stride and their other offerings they have. So they're doing this amazingly, really, buying it with pretty much no cost to the shareholders at the current moment. Why markets aren't selling off? I can't read it because I'm not part of CNBC's circle. Yeah, damn it! All right. Well, I think I bought enough time. They should be starting here in a minute. Anything else we can dig up that's like kind of pertaining to our space in TradFi? I like to get the morning started with TradFi. And then we move into crypto news at the end. That usually gives them enough time to load some breaking news for crypto. Viral complaint forces Kroger to pull subpar Juneteenth holiday. What the hell? The Juneteenth stuff is ridiculous. Just let it all go. Musk launches the AI Tesla robo-taxis in Austin with a flat fee under $5. It's like $4.50, something like that. Pretty crazy, especially if they keep those rates going. This is just the initial, though, to compete with Waymo. What else we have here? Those are pretty much the only thing pertaining to the dystopian future we're looking at this morning. Hackers target insurance giant in ongoing industry cyber spree. Cool, I guess. Here we go, guys. Opening bell right now. Happening. Let's go.
The start of trading. This is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller. So the first time that U.S. investors in U.S. markets get to show essentially what they think of the U.S. bombing Iran through the stock market lens, futures right now are pretty much unchanged. We've been up and down throughout the morning, but you can see arrows are green. So that shows a level of calm that you may not have expected on Saturday night. Ring the opening bell down at the NYSE is Amrise, which is a company that is spun off from the German cement maker Holcim. Down on the NASDAQ, look at that, Matt Siegel there, former Bloomberg producer. Now he runs the Node ETF, actively managed digital assets, and they are celebrating
there we go.
I guess Web3 digital assets campaign there at Van Eck. So that guy used to be my producer.
There you go. It's a small world out there. Let's take a look at the cross-asset moves, though. After that
it's
escalation that we saw this weekend, you can see the
Let's
S&P 500. It was much lower pre-market, down about 1% overnight. Then it was higher. Now it's pretty much unchanged as the bell rings. You can see we're hanging out below 6,000. We'll watch how that trade develops. And a lot of that depends on oil. What happens with oil prices? That is what
hopefully you guys didn't FUD this market.
You can see not much is happening right now with crude prices up just about 0.3%. Of course, we know that traders across markets right now are awaiting the response from Iran. This is one of the markets you want to keep an eye on. So too is the bond market. The 10-year Treasury yield a little bit lower right now. Perhaps some of that haven bid coming in, pushing the 10-year yield down about 3 basis points. But again, the message, Matt, is muted moves overall.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm watching oil, defense, airlines. You could see the moves that you would expect, just not in the size that maybe you would have guessed on Saturday night. ExxonMobil is up, but just 1%. Lockheed Martin gaining just about 0.5%. United Airlines down 2%. That's a bigger move as we get into the cash trade. But we are back with Lazard, Chief Market Strategist.
Not bad, guys. Not bad.
On what you were saying.
All right. So yeah, it looks like the dust settled pretty good, and yeah, TradFi just kind of seems like it's unaffected by all this. Which you would maybe give Trump a pat on the back and say the timing was amazing. I guess. But yeah, guys, I do want to share some of that stuff over on X before we continue, because it's been kind of crazy. So you guys, if you like the stream, please like, subscribe, do all the things down here below here on YouTube. But also, check me out on X if you love the same sort of content on a different format and platform. So we're going to dive into some of the stuff I had shared over the weekend. It's a lot of stuff, guys. Here's Iran. No! I just lost my laser eyes. Here's Iran during... I guess happy times. Happy times. Where the hell are my? Where are goddamn batteries? There we go. I cannot. I am definitely feeling bullish today. I have to have the laser eyes on. Cannot lose those today. Okay, guys. What do we got? Oh yeah. So Iran, and it's happy times pre-1979, pre-war for Iran. Looking pretty good over there. Just in MetaPlanet purchases an additional 1,111 Bitcoin. Now they hold 11,011. Yeah, they're doing this, of course, to play with numbers, as they have been doing this for a few times for their purchases. The last time they hit was 88888, because it is a very lucky number in Japan. Michael Saylor, of course, purchases 245 Bitcoin worth 226 million. And now they hodl 592,000 Bitcoin. All right, so what do we have here? Guys, were you buying that dip? Let me know in the chat what the hell you guys are buying. Let's freaking go, guys. I want to know. I want roll call. What did you guys buy? I have to tell you right off the gate, let's get back to crypto bubbles just briefly. Everything looking green on the day. Everything looking pretty good on the 100 to 200. I'm sure everything. Look at this. Everything's up an average of 2% across the board. Not a bad morning. For all your digital assets. Hopefully you guys didn't sell off anything in a hissy fit. I don't know. But Jasmine did break into the top 200 now, so we're sitting at 101, just barely under the top 100. But I was, of course, reminding you guys over the weekend, if you were catching part of my content over in Crypto Futures Patreon. I was reminding everyone that Jasmine was down like 35-40% during the heat of it. It was, damn near 45%. It's still down 37% on the month. Still recommending that for a good solid pickup. There's plenty of other ones that are right around that 50% level as well. So pick up some of your favorites Do not miss the chance, maybe the final chance before the top to buy this dip. Look at this, near still down 30%. Someone was asking me about render. I was talking about render down close to 50% just a few days ago. Crazy. Still down 40%. Not a bad pickup there either. I was buying up some because I've got my bags pretty much packed, and I'm very, very bullish on Sui. Sui was down to about 37%. I just loaded up on Sui, bought another 1,000 coins. Just screw it. Let's freaking go, guys. Let's buy some of this
I'd buy
up.
that for $1.
Still good deals out there. Just check the 3 month, the 1 month. More against the local 3 month. I mean the 1 month than the 3 month. But yeah, everything's still great and ready to completely turn back over as long as we don't get any more Black Swan events. Okay, so yeah, buying the dip, guys. That's what we do. Buy that dip. Nothing stops the orange, of course. Michael Saylor printing this orange dot last night. Let's freaking go, Saylor. Bombs go boom, money printers go burr, guys. Do not forget, the money printer's still gonna go, and we're gonna still win.
So much, you may even get tired of winning.
We're gonna get so tired, guys. Iranian parliament approves the closure of the Hormuz Strait. That's, of course, the biggest breaking news we have over the past 48 hours, blocking the access to oil routes. This is the first time in history it's ever been done. Samson Mal says, it was great to meet with Nafo Sarah, I think that's how you pronounce that. And she's invited us to France. Looking forward to starting a nation-state Bitcoin adoption wave in France, perhaps of all of Europe. Of course, my boy Samson Mal getting the work done and spreading the good word of Bitcoin to the rest of the world. I think he's gotten at least 6 or 7 countries now to adopt, if not more, that we know of. He's definitely doing the work, putting in the time. Over there. So yeah, France is incoming, guys. Iran's supreme leader threatens the United States. America should expect greater damage than the heavy blows than before. That's their current threats on America. Congressman Thomas Massey has called for the abolishment of the Federal Reserve. Let's freaking go. Only if we could, right? If we only could do this, guys, we'd fix the money, we'd fix the world. Bitcoin Prague kicked off this weekend, and Michael Saylor was there giving some crazy predictions. And I mean, he's pretty much right on now with his current, 15 million target by, 2030, 2035, something like that. And now, of course, he's talking about a 21-year, 21 million. I think he's right on target with that. I mean, estimation, yeah, I think it's pretty close to his original target as well. Just in following U.S. strikes, President Trump says that he does not accept peace. We'll go after other targets in Iran. Just another quick catch-up from the weekend. And guys, he dropped the peaceful alarm bombs. It's all good. The markets are fine because we dropped the peaceful bombs. And I had to show this one too. It's my favorite meme. Of course, digging up Eric Andre for this one. Look at this. Trump shoots Iran, and now it's time for peace. This is, of course, pertaining to his we have completed our very successful attack on the nuclear sites in Iran. This Truth Social post here saying that a full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary sites for dough. And there is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is time for peace. And now you guys get the reference. Hilarious over the weekend with all the memes happening on X right now. All right, so I think that's a good place to pretty much finish catching up for what happened over the weekend. Let's get back into the news and see if we can find anything else breaking today. Let's check back at the chat before we dig right back in. They're still talking to their, I guess their oil correspondent, Mr. Lazard. Okay, getting back to the chat, guys. What else we have here? Jim Derringer says the next few weeks will be a test whether the bear market was a rally or a bull market push. Amazing Coins for You says, I bought XYO and Swift. Not a bad pickup. Swift was down a hell of a bunch down there, around a penny with Jasmine. Little debt bombs. I like that, Jim. Little debt bombs that could. I love it. Catastrophically tank Bitcoin's price if a bear market triggers. I guess you're so bearish sometimes, Jim. Oh my God, you can't stop this bullish otaku though. Let's see what else they're talking about real quick. I'll get back in the chat.
See the shareholders rewarding that Eli Lilly higher by about 3.6%. We got news that Novo is terminating its partnership with Hims and Hers. That should spell good news for Eli Lilly. That is certainly the sentiment making its way through the stock right now. And then ExxonMobil higher as we monitor what's going on in the Middle East. On the downward side, you have NVIDIA, Microsoft, Amazon trading places here for who is the biggest loser on a points basis. Small moves when you take a look at the percent, but still, when you're talking about the world's biggest companies, it adds up. And this is what you're going to see when we take a look at the sectors as well. You do have more green than red, but at the bottom, you can see we have tech, we have communication services. At the top, utilities, energy, real estate, consumer staples. A really interesting makeup on this Monday, Matt Miller.
Yeah, definitely a fascinating reaction, and maybe not exactly what you would have expected. So fascinating.
No. I mean, only down 1%. I mean, that's still a lot for the stock market, but geez, like Apple and Google. All right, what else we got in the chat here? Jim, bringing, of course, the alpha. My boy, my TradFi correspondent, Jim Daringer, says .com has a similar problem. Tons of companies pivoted to the internet and imploded, taking the market with them. I always love your pieces, Jim, in the morning with some coffee. There's nothing quite like a Jim and coffee in the morning. Milk Bunny says ZBAC and XCN and Swiftcoin. Nice pickups, yeah. XCN was down a shit ton, too, with Swift. For sure. ZBAC, not a bad pickup, especially since it did take a little bit from the highs, but still up, like, was it 150% on the month, something like that? So yeah, DCA while you can, because I think that is going to be explosive as well. I'm really excited to see where ZBAC's going to go. That could still shocked me when we had that first run up for ZBAC, and it won't be the last. Speaking of which, where the hell is ZBAC? Oh, the damn bubbles this morning. Let's take a look at ZBAC real quick. Maybe look at the chart too. Still look at the still 10% on the month. Yeah, 200% on the year. Crazy guys. All right, let's get into some news. Let's see what we can dig up this morning. Let's take a look at some crypto news and a little bit more TradFi. I'm not quite got my TradFi fill yet. I think there should be more out there. Trump's decision to strike Iran nuclear sites helped rid world of a grave threat. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. Will the threat continue, though? That's the real question, because anything's possible. Let's see. Trump says U.S. strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities were spectacular military success. Pretty much a nothing article there. So I think we might be good. Fed swoop in work site, netting over a dozen legal American daily. Come on, that's whatever. Only 12 people. Oh, that's a huge success for out of what? Jeez. So I'm gonna pretty much call that done for this morning's wrap up of the TradFi news. Let's take a look at some crypto news this morning. Take a look at some charts. Let's take a look at Miria and ZBAC and some of those charts too. The normies are not kicking off anything this morning either. Just always taking a look at the normies, see if they're getting into anything new this morning in global search results. Okay, let's get back into. Let's take a look at Bitcoin.com news. Bitcoin dips below 100K as Iran moves the Strait of Hormuz. Yep, that's pretty much over now. We already got that news, that bit of it. Still going to continue though, a little bit of fear. Paper Bitcoin conspiracy allegations surge. Ooh, let's go. Surge as a treasury company's problem. The Bitcoin treasury company's problem. Let's see. The recent price movements, which have seen the top of cryptocurrency drop despite the tangible positive market action amid the currency geopolitical headwinds, have given rise to allegations regarding the presence of paper Bitcoin in the market. Paper Bitcoin allegations surge again as price falls. The concept of paper Bitcoin, which encompasses the existence of Bitcoin held by institutional investors and not backed by actual tokens, kind of like we saw at the FTX debacle, and some of the other ones as well, has risen again in the current market context. I mean, there is something weird going on. If it's just over-the-counter Bitcoin getting piled up and bought up at the same time, we have no problem. But there is always the concern that we could have some paper Bitcoin sitting on the exchanges too. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance this morning, as well as the amount left on exchanges, just to kind of back this up. This kind of theory, right? Bitcoin market cap dominance still sitting at 65% this morning. If you guys follow me over on X, you would have got this on the news too. I did point this out when we did sit at all-time highs for dominance at 65.6, 65.7. It was insane, guys. Absolute insanity. Still insane. I mean, what the hell are we looking at, guys? This is crazy. What the heck?
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid, right?
Thanks, Sailor. But yeah, it is ridiculous. It is stupid. The rest of the market is gone, but Bitcoin is still here. And then, the Bitcoin on exchanges, guys, this is it. This is all we got left. We got a little bit of a retracement since the market had a bit of a scare, but still sitting right around 2.08 million. The lowest we've had on exchanges since 2017? What the hell?
What are you, stupid?
Oh my god, it's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so yeah, paper Bitcoin, guys, paper Bitcoin. Well, I can't even pronounce that this morning. Bitcoin has been programmed to have a market capitalization of only 1 million. I think you guys know that by now, hopefully. If you're new, please do your research. Bitcoin is an amazing asset tool. The inclusion of institutions and custodians has created concerns of the community on its end, sorted by the price action deemed suspicious by some. Yes, very sure, very, very, very true by most. Stefan Jesper is also known as the Whale Panda, recently touched on the subject, claiming that the current market dynamics supported by the idea that the Bitcoin fractional reserve, we had another 1 billion of inflows in the ETF. Sailor saying he bought more than the price is down again in the week. We also had more Bitcoin treasury companies, and the price still doesn't move at all. Still, people are in denial about all the paper Bitcoin out there. There is a very big conspiracy going on right now. That I think everyone is kind of feeling it, right? It's a huge paradox. Like every single day we're getting positive. I've never seen anything like this. I never thought we would ever see anything like this in 2025. I thought this was going to be the year that happens. Something like this would be in like 2028. But no, we saw it this year. Every single company adopting Bitcoin. Every single country looking at a Bitcoin reserve. I mean, we have treasury companies. We have just so much. I mean, the states are front running the country. I mean, it's insane, absolutely insane, and it's of course bigger than the United States, and yet price action's still kind of lackluster, and it makes things that make you go, it's definitely making me question this narrative right now. Nonetheless, legendary Bitcoiner Adam Beck criticized this data, calling for evidence of this phenomenon or how this theory could be supported. This is not the first time the Bitcoin allocations have been surging during the disappointing price action. The first complaints of this issue date back to May, since the former Monero maintainer Ricardo Spagni criticized Strategy's lack of transparency regarding its cryptocurrency holdings, which I pretty much feel like that was a nothing burger. I remember that popped up. It was even earlier than May, I'm pretty sure. CoinShares, a cryptocurrency investment product firm, raised alarms on the lack of transparency of Bitcoin treasury companies, stressing that if paper Bitcoin proliferates without robust verification, we risk returning to a world where the market participants can't confidently verify whether assets are backed one-to-one, which is very important, which would contradict Bitcoin's founding ethos. In a recent published report, the firm states that unlike Tokyo-based MetaPlanet, no companies adopting Bitcoin treasury as an asset offer a official way to verify their holdings on chain. This was their complaint on Sailor, as he doesn't have something. I guess it was suspicious. His response to that was suspicious. He doesn't have a transparent way on his website to see, kind of like El Salvador. I think they were the first ones to really get, to verify their holding on chain. But Sailor's response to it originally was, we shouldn't have to do that. And also their decision not to become a Bitcoin bank specifically was to not have to be able to do that. It concluded that while the threat of paper Bitcoin is real, by holding institutions accountable, we can ensure that Bitcoin remains what is and what was always meant to be: trustless, audible, and radically transparent. So I do agree with the speculation around this, the conspiracy around this. We do not want to see another FTX-like scenario in 2025. I hope for the best for everyone holding their assets, that we see, of course, full transparency in the future with, and that's the thing that really scares me about some of these, really highly centralized plays, is that, anything could be manipulated in the future. Looking at you, XRP. Just saying. And Ethereum, too. Oh, my God. All right, guys. Let's get back into more news. Let's see what else we can dig up. Check back in the chat. What else we got going on this morning? It's actually surprisingly calm. I was expecting more chaos. Let's freaking go. What the hell? I wanted more retaliational strikes or maybe a market crash of some kind. Maybe a market boom. I don't care. I wanted to hit the emergency button. I don't get to do that. Damn it. Oh, jeez. Okay, so what else we got in the chat before we continue on? Jim Deringer says, not bearish, just annoyed. Yeah, because I called you bearish earlier. Just annoyed that these smaller companies are turning to the grift. Yeah. Paper Bitcoin has been floating around since Binance and Coinbase rose to power. Treasury companies merely compound this issue as TradFi involvement becomes more and more public. There you go, Jim. Yeah, you always got the right thing to say at the right time. Man, Sub Otaku, how's it going? Over the top. How's it going? All right, guys. Let's see what else we can dig up. Let's check out Cointelegraph, Crypto News. Let's see, cryptonews.net. Weekly critical data announced. That's a nothing article there. Okay, weird. Corporate companies continue to buy Bitcoin. Norwegian offshore mining company prepares to buy Bitcoin. Let's freaking go. Solana trading has shifted to DEX, is confirmed by liquidations in the past market capitulation. That's pretty much a nothing article there. Tritoshi Kusama, Jesus, introduces the core Shiba dev who contributed to Alpha Layer. Okay, good for Shiba, I guess, for just bringing another person on board. I don't even know what they're pertaining to there. Crypto financial services company Matrix Port explains the reason for Ethereum's volatility. What little volatility? It's been like $500. Come on. That's a pump for ants. Let's go. We need something more than that. HBAR's nears a yearly low as stablecoin liquidity on Hedera dries up. Okay. XRP holders are cosmic royalty, leading a global financial shift. I know a lot of you guys are still very, very bullish on XRP. I am too for the long term, but I'm still not excited on giving everything to a giant centralized exchange company. Strategy added 245 Bitcoins to their holdings. Yes, I think that is everything we got on these two sites. What else we got that's breaking, guys? We need something breaking. We need something juicy. Come on. This is nothing. Let's take the charts. We can't find any real news. We got to go to the charts for some of the news. Bitcoin having a little bit of a recovery this morning in the session, the early morning session. Can we get it back above 103 though? That looks like a trap. But yeah, we'll find out here in the next 15-30 minutes. We'll probably see a retest. It's already getting wicked right now at 102.525, so 102.5 basically. Let's take a look at the crypto. Let's look at the crypto bubble, see if they're still holding up on the day. Still looking pretty good. Yeah, look at that, up 5% now across the board. You guys, your portfolios are looking pretty good this morning. ZBEX up 20% this morning. My gosh. Look at that. What was it? It was Milk Money who made that purchase. Good pick. Good move, Milk Money. Look at that. 20% this morning goes to you. You probably got the Buy the Dip award for the stream today. Jesus, that's a pretty good move. Pretty good move there. Anything else moving up pretty fast this morning? Nothing quite moves like like ZBEC. That's why I of course drew the Anarchy logo on the corner of my chart, because nothing quite moves like ZBEC, and it doesn't care about the rules. It just does whatever it wants to do. Sitting right now at 2039. This is of course pretty much the low we've been calling for a while. It actually did hit. Look at this. It actually did hit 2031. Wow. So that was a good opportunity to buy that up. And look at this. Clearly, probably about to print a handle and a cup to at least go back and retest maybe 2045, 2047, somewhere in that range. Looking pretty good for ZBEC this morning. Everything else too. Look at Miria. Similar price action happening for Miria right now. Actually, a little bit of breakout already for Miria, sitting at 2011.5. What else do we have here? Again, probably go back up to at least retest 2012, or if we can, 2013. That'll be harder to pull off this morning. Let's see, Jasmine. Same sort of thing. Every chart, guys, is got the Iranian bomb dropped on it. Boom. And it's climbing up out of the wreckage. Same thing. I mean, everything looks like Bitcoin this morning. Holy crap, guys. It's been a minute since we've seen every coin look like the exact same on the charts. Look at that ZBEC, though. Man, it's moving. It's moving fast. Almost right back to 204. Right, what else we got? We got Sui. I guess it's kind of looking the same as well as all the other coins. Every chart is looking exactly the same this morning. Look at that. Just go scroll through every single chart. Exact same pattern. Huge upside potential for all your projects. Potentially everything up 10% by the end of the day, maybe 15 across the board. We'll see. All right, Ramona in the chat. How's it going? Good morning, Ramona. We're back. We're back in the saddle again, Ramona. We're back. And yeah, ZBEC is just kicking ass and taking names this morning, says Jake the Snake. That's right. And before I forget, Jake, you reminded me, of course, to shill harder. That's right, guys. If you haven't liked the subscribe or did all the things on the stream yet, please hit those buttons. It, of course, supports the channel. It doesn't cost you a single thing. And yeah, guys, superpowers are loading. We're only about 300 subs away from hitting that target where we unlock all the superpowers for me on the channel and you as well as the viewer. I want to get some swag going, guys. I need 1,000 subs to get some swag going. Let's go. Good morning, Ramona. Jake the Snake. Yes, everyone shout out to Ramona. Of course, one of my favorite community leaders on our space. I mean, crypto can't do it without Ramona, man. She holds the entire space up. We're recovering right now because Ramona's here. I'm just saying right now. She does so much, guys. Of course, give her a pat on the back. I absolutely love Ramona. Jake the Snake says V-shape recovery for Miria. V-shape recovery for everything. We got it's printing on every single chart right now. I don't even know what chart I'm looking at right now. Near. Look at this. It's near. It's literally everything, guys. I clicked on every single chart on my list on TradingView. I mean, even the stock market. I mean, everything. Everything's got a V-shaped recovery this morning. There's Cookie. I know some of you guys like Cookie. Right there it is. Boom. V-shaped recovery on Cookie. I mean, it could also turn into a dead cat bounce on all these too. If we get another bomb in the next 6 to 10 hours. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long this holds up too. But I shouldn't get too excited just yet. But yeah, Bitcoin reclaiming 102 right now on the live. Let's go. Let's freaking go, guys. And of course, I'm sharing some more love for Ramona. Joy says, Ramona is the best. Happy Monday, everyone, guys. I hope we got. I gotta finish my coffee. That's some good stuff, guys. Yeah, and Godzilla just walked on through, and he's done. He's pretty much done with everything right now. And you know, thanks. Let Elmo come out and eat some of this this dip too. I'm just so happy to be back, guys. I'm so happy to be back. I spent all my monies on ZBEC yesterday, says Jake. Dude, you also get the buy the dip reward as well with milk money. Good buys, guys. I'm happy you guys are learning. You guys are definitely learning how to make it in the space. These things don't scare me anymore, and I really hope they don't scare you. We could come back down for Bitcoin to come back down to like 50, 60K right now. I would not care. I mean, it would just be a huge buying opportunity. Hopefully, you guys some dry powder on the side for that opportunity as well. It doesn't have to be too much. Just something. Just have something on the sidelines. I don't like holding the funny money, man. It makes me feel dirty. I gotta go to the bank again. Damn it. I can't even throw any money on my screen today. I have no dollars on my freaking desk. Oh, okay. I gotta go to the bank, guys. Okay, so yeah. Thank you, Ramona, for the open mic Zooms. Yes, thank you for, of course, giving us a safe place to talk about the going-ons in the markets. Do all the things, people. Unlock the chaos, says J Money in the house. Thank you, J Money. Thank you, guys. Please like, subscribe, do all the things we need to boost the channel. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yes, Ramona. Yes, definitely shout out to Ramona, guys. She does not ever get enough credit for what she does. J Moolah in the building. Yes, Jake the Snake. They got the 2 J's in the house. Attila the Hun. Love the dip. Guest spot 6 million more. XCN. Hell yeah. Nice, Attila. And Ramona coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you. Love all that you do in the community as well. Thank you. Hit the like. I picked up Z-Back as well. Damn, you guys are all killing it. Let's freaking go, guys.
So much, you may even get tired of winning.
You guys, we definitely can't get tired of winning with Z-Back, though. My God. Oh my God, it was the first big thing to pop off my. I mean, Z-Back was the second biggest holding. My bags went from being the, I don't know, 4th or 5th, up to the second largest one on the first big push. And I do not think it'll stop either. I definitely think it's going to keep going. Thanks again, Ramona, for your super chat. We all love and appreciate you. Yeah, I'm hoping you guys, just keep it up. Just keep this all up. We got to stay safe. And it's going to get worse in the bear market. So get used to some of these down days because you're going to have years of days down in the bear market. Okay, so yeah, well, everything looking good on the top 100. Jasmine's back in the top 100 as well. Let's freaking go. We were just looking at this morning at 101, back to 100. I'm happy to see Jasmine reclaim the top 100. Okay, guys, let's see if we can dig up any more news. Let's take a look at Bloomberg before I forget. Let's see if they're talking about anything else breaking. They got about 4 minutes to come back. We go back to that in a minute or two. Let's see, anything else breaking on Fox Business with TradFi? It's pretty much still the same. Trump still targets the Fed Chair Powell. We didn't talk about this yet. We can dive into that. Fed Chair Powell, of course, calling him an idiot and he's dumb and dumb-minded or
Jerome
whatever.
Powell holding rates steady, and President Trump disagrees. Writing on Truth Social, too late, Jerome Powell is costing our country hundreds of billions of dollars. He's truly, again, this is the president's words, one of the dumbest and most destructive people in the government. And the Fed board is complicit. Europe has had 10 cuts. We've had none. We should be 2.5 points lower. We have low inflation. Powell also seems to be ignoring historic wage gains, and I know Larry's going to like this, for blue-collar workers.
Yippee.
We've seen the biggest increase in pay for them since 1968. So, Larry...
And it doesn't matter because the money is worthless. Worthless? Worthless! Same thing. I guess it's different things, but still, it's worthless, guys. The dollar's just paper. FA director calls for Fed chair to resign. Powell is doing a great injustice to this country. Everyone, of course, calling Powell out because he hasn't dropped a single time this year. I still am on Powell's side on this. I mean, Buddy Powell, I know it's still a pumper bags like crazy if we were to, of course, drop the interest rates. But honestly, what else can he do? It's the only tool they really have. And honestly, there's so much inflation, you gotta stop printing the money. So just turn the money printer off. If you want to save the country with the dollar, I think it's too late. But, we can play this game for a little longer. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's also waiting for something to break. So until you guys are on the channel telling me you don't have jobs anymore, and we're all just making it in crypto and that's it, he's not going to cut rates. He's waiting for something to break. That's what happened last time he did it as well. The banks started to break. We need another one of those to happen. The bank collapse was so much fun in 2023. So much fun. I just like to watch the world burn, guys. Jim Deringer says, dropping interest rates just doesn't make sense yet. Yep, Jim's right there on target too. Small cuts are fine, but getting back to 1% like pre-COVID seems impossible. 100%. Not going to happen. I agree, Jim. I 100% agree. The genie's out of the bottle. It's too late. Money printer go burr, and it's too much money. Speaking of how much money, guys, how much money is it? 37 trillion. We of course broke that threshold. I touched base on it just briefly on the morning open, but yeah, still sitting at 37 trillion. Can't stop, won't print that money, and the rest of the world, of course, has a money spending problem. Most of the countries, of course, being over 100%. Look at that, Japan's still just under 300. It was, of course, a record high last year of 305% debt to GDP. Insane, guys. We can't keep this going. But the rest of the world is breaking as we speak as well. All right, what else we got, guys? Let's see what else we can find in crypto news as well. The Daily Hodl. The Daily Hodl says traders issue warning to Bitcoin top callers say Bitcoin still on stage uptrend. Here's what he means. Okay. Rich Dad Poor Dad author, of course, Robert Kiyosaki says approaching while baby boomers crash the biggest crash in history is approaching. He already called the everything crash. He's calling for an even bigger crash after that. He says boomers will lose retirements to inflation. I had another big talk with my family about this, guys, over the weekend. I had a family reunion I went to. It went to stuff. It went to shit, guys. I'm just going to say it. It went to shit towards the end of it. But before, we had good times. I had to, of course, talk to my Bitcoin crypto thing during my family reunion. Telling, of course, my friends and family about getting off zero, getting some Bitcoin. And, of course, hedging their retirement on that as well. I had also helped some of my grandparents look at some future locations or, again, assisted living and retirement. You know, that life is a lot different than we're used to. So, I, again, had to point it out to my father and my mother and father. Yeah, you gotta get off zero. Your retirement is not gonna last through this. You don't have enough, and you need at least. I covered this last stream, guys. I covered it last stream. You need at least $2.5 million on average across the United States. Some places more, like Hawaii, you need $5 or $6 million to retire comfortably in 2025. This, of course, is going to go up as the dollar goes down. All right, what else we got here? Hacking group targets insurance giant Affleck. Personal and medical data may be at risk, guys. Every day your data is at risk. I'm just kind of over it at this point. Every day, all of our data is at risk. And all of our passwords are floating out there somewhere. Solana and Aptos APT named as top candidates for Wyoming's proposal stablecoin program. Yep. Anything else big? I want something juicy, guys. City in Washington bans crypto kiosks after state witnessed 141 million in losses to scams. Really, you're gonna do us like that? You're gonna do us like that, taking that away from a lot of people like to, of course, take their paychecks and send it to their friends and family via other country and other means. And these kiosks are definitely a godsend for them. And that's a shame that Washington is the city of Washington is doing that. I don't think a lot of immigrants are working too much I mean, they're still doing work in the Washington city. I don't know. That's still whatever. It is what it is. Scammer causes bank to lose $780,000 after running elaborate cash heist at 11 different branches. Okay. Yeah. So we got a lot of theft. Wow. Federal Reserve could be forced to panic amid potential supply shock inflation. Says Fundstrat's Tom Lee. I do like me some Tom Lee. Fundstrat's head of research, Tom Lee, says that the Federal Reserve may be forced into a rate-cutting phase after overdoing the monetary tightening. I think it's coming eventually. Right now, definitely. Maybe within another couple months, we might see a rate cut or two. In a new interview with the CNBC, Lee said he's watching for a point when the Fed could run into an accident. Again, waiting for something to break, as I mentioned earlier, where it waits for too long to address the slowing economy. Lee says he's anticipating a potential panic scenario from the Fed. There could be an accident because what we were ignoring is just housing is choking and collapsing under the weight of the higher interest rates, and the labor market isn't as strong as it appears. Guys, only 3% of the Gen Z population can afford a home. Let that sink in. What the hell is going on in this country? Jesus, only 3% of our Gen Z can purchase a home. It's stupid. Just get back to the chat before I finish this article, but I'm super excited to see what Lee has to say. I just love talking about the end of the Fed. Okay, Jim Jerry just says dropping in straight. Yes, yeah, I read that one. Jake the Snake 100. Yes, 100 on Jim there. Jim also saying we rallied hard with the money printer in the past. M2 is still balloon past 2021. It is, guys. And if you're following the M2 money supply against Bitcoin, let me see if I can pull that up again on X. There's always one floating around on X. M2 Bitcoin. Let's get the B next to the coin. All right. There it is. Bullish. M2 money supply is on the rise. Of course, we are following this pretty much to a T, and we're headed towards that $130,000 target. Nothing has changed, guys. Nothing has changed. We're still on the launch pad, I think. I think. No, we fell off the launch pad. So we're just going to have to drag this one out a little longer. But still, look at this, guys. This is a pretty large cup and handle to the upside. Of course, breaking us. The lower we dump to, the harder this is going to pump to the upside. Again, targeting that 130,000 at the top, the high end. 120, I'd say, 115 maybe out the gate. And then another leg up maybe to 130. Something like that could play out here in the next few weeks. You got to update that launch pad too. It sucks. But if we get right back to 108, I think 108, we got to make, 108,000. We get right back into that zone. It's still like nothing happened if we recover like that this week. Okay, so yeah, again, this pertains to the M2 to give you guys some clarity for those who have been paying attention to it as of late. Let's get back to our boy Lee. There could be an accident because we're ignoring his housing is choking the collapsing on the way. We already covered that. When we look at the ability to get a job, it's much harder. So there's long and variable lags, and there could be an accident where the Fed would have to panic. So I think there's something we have to watch in the incoming data. This is like something we saw. Oh my God, it was I think 2024, maybe the end of 2023 when they first started cutting rate cuts. No, it wasn't 2024. We first started cutting rate cuts, and we're like, why? All of a sudden, it was out of nowhere. We were expecting a rate cut in like November or December, and all of a sudden, we started getting them in like, was it May or June? It was like in the end of spring. It was August. It just surprised us out of nowhere, and I was just like, something broke. They know something is up, and I feel like Tom Lee is calling them out on something similar, possibly happening this year. So. Maybe next month we'll get that first cut. Still, we don't know. When we look at the ability to get a job, it's much harder. Yes, the incoming data suggests that. I think there could be a point where the Fed suddenly realizes the risks are actually to the downside of the economy weakening, and so the Fed will actually have to respond to the economy, and that they're strangulating and really fighting with what they believe in this is a supply shock inflation. So I'm a little concerned about the Fed. Could be too late if they continue to hold. And there he is. Fun strat.
Let's now bring it go up too much. What do you mean?
No, I think that there could be a point where the Fed suddenly realizes the risks are actually to the downside for the economy weakening. And so the Fed will actually have to respond to an economy that they're strangulating and really.
And there it is. Of course, out of the horse's mouth, what I just read. Wish that article was on the. Usually, Daily Huddle doesn't have the videos, but nice to see that they have that there confirmation. All right, so yeah, Tom Lee, of course, warning of doom, doom. Let's go. Oh, jeez, guys. All right. So that might be all we have today, guys. I'm trying to dig up some more breaking news. We got a lot of, bears out there, a lot of bulls out there calling for one side of the coin to the other side of the coin. All in all, it's still good for Bitcoin, and I'm happy to see where we are today. Let's see what we got in the chat before we head out for the day. Jim Derringer says we've rallied with the money printer in the past. Yeah, as I showed, the M2 money supply is insane. It's insane. Major liquidity is on the sidelines still. Yes, it is. We have like, what was it? Larry Fink from BlackRock's Larry Fink was talking about like somewhere between 15 and 30 trillion dollars on the sidelines just waiting to get into our space, and not anywhere near that is even in stable coins yet. Stable coins is predicted to be a $10 trillion market in the next few years. And if we look at coin market cap real quick, let's take a look. Look at this, guys. Look at this. My God, if these things want to load, what the hell? Where is the total market cap? Oh, there it is, 3.14. There we go, guys. Look at this. Up, damn, 0.12 trillion over the past 24 hours. Complete reversal, in my opinion, happening right now. And then we got Tether. Look at this. Tether only has $156 billion. And is that market cap? Yeah, market cap. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, between, of course, the two largest stablecoin holders, is still a little over 200 billion. It's nothing compared to what's about to enter the market, sitting on the sidelines for TradFi. Again, Wall Street, not Main Street. This is their cycle, not ours. Jake the Snake says, correct, Jim. Yes, other countries still print for us, suggesting the dollar milkshake theory is playing out. Yes, Jake the Snake. Good morning. Oh, Lily, how's it going? Kate Lily in the house. I had a question. If a coin has a 5% buy and sell is an outdated thing to have on a token name of what is that token? I'm confused what you're talking about. I had a question on a coin. It has a 5% buy and sell. Is it an outdated thing to have on a token? A 5% buy and sell. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, K Lily. Let me know. But that coin SOTT. I'm on CoinMarketCap right now. I might as well look it up. SOTT SOT. What is this? It's a pumped out fun token, is it? Please no, guys, come on. You hurt me. You hurt my heart. I don't know what this coin is. It's actually not even giving me any data on it. I guess it's just the chart. So yeah, it's probably a pumped out fun token. Guys, of course, this is a utility run, and I try to educate as much as I possibly can. But there are 6 million tokens plus over at Pumped Out Fun, because I want to make sure you guys get a good return and don't gamble all your money at the casino, right? With those meme coins. But yeah, Kaylee, I'd have to know more. As Gary said, I'd have to know more. You guys remember Gary, the goddamn Gary Gensler, the goddamn goblin Gary Gensler from years past, once said, if I can find it. I have to show this clip now. I love bringing up some of these old these old memes. Remember Bitcoin? Pokemon cards being referred to as securities in transactions against Gary Gensler. Just take a look.
Suppose I were to purchase a Pokemon card. Would doing so constitute a security transaction?
You could purchase a Pokemon card. I don't know what the context is, but
if I purchase a Pokemon card, is that a security transaction?
Is it a security, Gary?
If I were to purchase a tokenized Pokemon card on a digital exchange via a blockchain, is that a security transaction?
I'd have to know more.
Yeah, I'd have to know more. That's what I was referring to there. Oh man, it's silly times. I miss when we used to waste our time in the house just messing around with Gary. I kind of miss it now, guys. It's so much fun. Just getting mad. Everyone getting mad at him, of course, coming together. Right, so Jim Darrigan says, using cash for retirement has been a foolish concept since the mid-'80s. Asset classes have outperformed cash over the last 4 decades, and that will never change post-1971. 100% Gary. It's Jim. Yes, 100% agree with you there, Jim. Sorry for calling you Gary, man. That's like the worst. Someone accidentally calling you Gary. Overcome says, yo, Overcome in the house. How's it going, Overcome? How you guys doing this morning? I'm just happy. I'm really happy, guys. I'm really happy to be here in the studio once again. Getting the thing off the rails, guys. Doing a lot of work. I've got the entire window covered up, boarded up, soundproofed, everything. Really excited to see, of course, everything coming together. I gotta finish the ceiling this week. I gotta get it done. I've got all my stuff still boxed up for the studio from the last location. I gotta get it done. I gotta get some part of my life back. Gary the Grim Goblin. Yes, Gary Mr. Burns Gensler. I love this guy. Scary Gary. Guys, let's freaking go, guys. My favorite is still rolls off the tongue is Gary the goddamn Goblin Gensler. He was something, guys. He was something. All right, guys. Well, I'm probably going to call it for the stream. We're going to check just one more time. This is really hard to leave. I hate leaving, guys. I love hanging out with you guys every single day. I want to, of course, I forgot to do this one.
Bomb, but now the billionaire is somewhat obsessed
let's play a bit of this.
with becoming the town crier, warning.
Rise. More on the 30-year, and then through the 10-year. You would see the dollar go down. You'd see gold go up, particularly. Gold right now is the second largest reserve currency and is being accumulated. You'll see gold go up, and you will start to then see the market's reaction while stocks are going down. There is a risk if you lower interest rates now that you can hurt the bond market rather than help the bond market because of the one man's debts or another man's assets. And so it has to have a high enough yield. So you would start to see real yields then go up, and you'd see then the Federal Reserve have to go in there and be a bridge. And, in other words, buy that which is the market isn't buying and absorb that. So when you start to see that dynamic, you will also see the central banks start to lose money. The Federal Reserve, but this is not just a U.S. problem, by the way. This is a European, Chinese, there's a debt problem around. And so you would start to see bond assets go down, debt assets go down, hard money like gold go up, the currency go down, and interventions to do that.
The dollar has hit a 3-year low recently, and gold is at record highs. So my question is the Fed's role in this. Should the Fed have cut rates on Wednesday?
No, I don't believe so. Okay? I think people have got to understand that if you don't have a high enough real interest rate, then
what should the rate be, do you think?
The rate should be over 2%. And you could look at what it is by looking at inflation index bonds and what are their yields. So a real rate of above about 2% is about as low as you can go. And then you have to engineer the trade-offs associated with that.
The tariffs. You've talked about how tariffs actually...
All right, I'm going to cut it there. But yeah, Ray Dalio, of course, agreeing with us also in the chat, Jim and myself included, and Jake as well, that, yeah, we cannot touch these interest rates right now. It's too risky. It's too risky, even according to Ray Dalio. Ray Dalio, if you guys aren't familiar with Ray Dalio, billionaire, economist, also has predicted, has some of the best positionings, I guess, in the last collapse in 2008. He has completely flipped on Bitcoin in the past 2 years. Really excited, of course, to see his take on all of these happenings going on right now. Let's check one more time with Bloomberg. One more time. They're on break. Anything else breaking? I want something else. I want a little juicy. Ooh, look, we got a whole bunch more headlines popping up on Fox Business. Breaking news for TradFi. Not really. National Debt Tracker. They have that front and center. I love it. Let's go. National Debt Tracker, American taxpayers, you are now on the hook for $36,214,000 as of 6/20. Ooh, look at that. They got the money printer going on there, too.
Essentially, every year the government spends a bit more than it takes in. And to do that, it sells bonds.
And yes, right now we are the largest purchaser of our own bonds because no one wants to buy our debt anymore. China over the weekend. Also, I didn't get a chance to cover that. That's right. I did share that over on X. I just reminded myself. I did want to talk just briefly about this. China just sold off another... $8 billion worth of bonds over the weekend. Let's see if I can find it. Guys, I am going Hoyo. I need more Bitcoin for my bungle. BTC for my bungle. I love it. My portfolio. Wearing the Satoshi shirt as well. That's funny. Here it is. I think this is right here what I'm referring to. BRICS strikes back. China dumps $8.2 billion in U.S. treasuries. China is rapidly offloading U.S. dollar assets, slashing treasury holdings by 44% since 2013. And you guys all know why Bitcoin was created in 2008. So we do not create, again, the same, we don't repeat the same future we had in 2008 with when we bailed out all the banks and we chose the winners with all the companies. And BRICS was created also in 2008, and they've been getting off the dollar since then as well. Now stacking gold, pivoting to local currencies and maybe even Bitcoin, question mark? Yes. The answer is yes. All the things. All right, guys. So that is all I got for you today. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, buying up some of this dip, whatever's dip's left. Still things pretty, sold off on the month. I take a look at that. Use that as your tool, as a guide to make, again, some good decisions buying up some of this dip. My God, render's still down 40%. Basically, it's insane. It's insane. I kind of want to build another bag. I was going to wait till the bear market, but man, this is juicy. Oh, God, that's juicy. My $2 from almost $5 just a month ago. Crazy. Right, get back to the chat right before we head out, guys. get some of my favorite comments from Gary the goddamn Ginsler. Yes, I love it. Eric Nelson, yes. Oh, it's coming. You guys ready? Hold on to your seat, guys. It's not a drill. It's not a drill. It's coming. The dollar will collapse at some point. It'll stay along. It'll straddle along for a little longer. Jake the Snake says, Otaku, I have a soundbite you need to add. The scene from It's Always Sunny in Philly. Money me now. What? Charlie makes his mom say, money me now. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. That sounds like a good one. I wanted to add Barf saying that quote. Yeah, you're right, and you're always right. We're gonna make a shitload of money. That's one of my favorite quotes from that movie. And I used that a couple times over the past week, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's perfect right now. It's so perfect for what's happening. And we're right almost every single night, of course, on the live stream when we do our Crypto Chaos Magic. I wouldn't say we're right. The Crypto Chaos Magic is always right. So guys, check us out at our 8 p.m. live streams Eastern Standard Time to catch that as well. I will see you guys tomorrow for some of you, tonight for most of you guys. I do this every time. I hate goodbyes. I really do. I hate goodbyes. I love hanging out with you guys all day. But yeah, I gotta get some work done. I gotta put the ceiling up in the studio, at least get it started today, and see how far I can get with that. How much? Oh, I probably gotta buy some more wood. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, I gotta head out. But anyway, I love hanging out with you guys, and yeah, I will catch you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you then. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. Buy up some of this dip. I can never say goodbye, guys.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, bold Nike. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh, fill my wallet with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood talking to door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Thanks again, guys, for hanging out with me over in as we broadcast the dystopian future. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. And yeah, the best is yet to come. Stay bullish, and I will see you guys tonight. Have a good one, guys. Peace.